Have you ever stood under a quiet night sky, filled with countless stars, and wondered, what are those lights? Where do they come from? Or what lies beyond them? Today, a single tap on a screen can reveal so much about the cosmos. Satellites and algorithms have mapped it in stunning detail. But what if none of this existed? What if you only had your eyes and your mind to decode the universe? Well, that is exactly what the ancient scholars did. They observed the skies and sought patterns. They pondered questions we now take for granted. Where are we in this vast universe? Why does the moon change shapes every night? Or why do celestial bodies move at all? Based on Surya Siddhanta, this is Kaalchakra, a glimpse into the ancient ways of understanding the cosmos. Every story has a beginning. This one starts with the birth of space, time, and light. The universe began as a golden egg, shrouded in complete darkness. Within it, the eternal Aniruddha manifested as the first existence. He is the supreme source of light and brings beings into existence. He is the soul of the cosmos and cause of time. Only 1/4 of this Aniruddha emerged as the universe we see. The rest remains veiled in mystery. To create the universe, he then produced Brahma, the principal consciousness. From Brahma's mind sprung the moon, and sun from his eyes. His mind then produced ether. From ether came wind. From wind, fire, followed by water and earth. Thus, the 5 basic elements were formed, followed by the creation of Mars and other planets from a combination of these. Brahma then created a cosmic circle filled with all the stars. He then divided it into 12 parts, known as the zodiac signs. The circle of zodiacs spans across the sky and is used as a reference point in many further concepts. After creating the zodiac and the planets, Brahma then arranged them, starting with the cosmic circle at the very edge of this universe, followed by the orbits of Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and followed by the Moon. The terrestrial globe, our Earth, is suspended at the center of this universe, held by Brahma's self-sustaining force. Beings on the opposite ends of the Earth think of themselves as living above the other. But where truly is above or below, on a sphere suspended in this vast ether? This is how Surya Siddhanta describes the formation and the structure of the universe. While its geocentric model is now dismissed, many of its ideas hold parallels with the modern theories and our current understanding of the universe. Just as any cosmological discourse would be incomplete without discussing time, so would be Surya Siddhanta. It explores the fundamental nature of time and provides a detailed hierarchy of its units. It starts with a small unit called a Truti, which is equivalent to a few microseconds, but from there, it scales up to units like the Mahakalpa, which spans around 300 trillion years. It describes the months and years similar to our own calendars. Amongst these units is a peculiar one, the day and night of Asuras and gods, each lasting 1 human year, but the daylight and nighttime are mutually opposed. Sounds confusing, right? Let's zoom into the Earth to make sense of it. This is Mount Meru, located at the 90-degree latitude in the northern hemisphere. It is made of gold and studded with countless jewels glimmering throughout. It pierces through the center of the Earth and extends in the southern hemisphere as well. The northern peak of Meru is where the gods reside. Now, if you track the sun, you would notice something peculiar. It completes a full revolution around the sky without ever setting. This is because Surya Siddhanta's Mount Meru coincides with the Earth's geographical poles, where, due to the Earth's axial tilt, the sun remains above the horizon for 6 months, a phenomenon modern science calls the midnight sun. But this daylight is not shared equally. When the North Pole basks in light, the South Pole, tilted in the opposite direction, is plunged in darkness. And as you might have guessed by now, the Asuras reside on the opposite end on Mount Meru in the southern hemisphere. And hence their days and nights are mutually opposed and last for 6 months each. Let's zoom out a bit to understand this concept in more detail. The diagonal line that sun is following is called the ecliptic, the path that sun appears to follow in the sky. And the horizontal line is the projection of the Earth's equator. To understand this better, we'll have to speed up the sun to simulate its motion during the year. Throughout a year, the sun travels across the circle of zodiac, completing one revolution across all 12 signs in 1 year. The half revolution beginning in Aries marks the spring equinox, and this is when the gods see the sun for the very first time after 6 months of darkness. The half revolution beginning with Libra marks the autumn equinox, and this is when the sun sets for the gods, followed by 6 months of darkness. The midday of gods occur at the summer solstice, which is when the sun is at one of the extremes on the ecliptic in the zodiac of Cancer. And their midnight is marked by the winter solstice, which occurs when the sun is at the opposite extreme in the zodiac of Capricorn. And like their days, this entire cycle is exactly opposite for the Asuras living on the South Pole. The midnight is marked by the summer solstice. The sunrise at the zodiac of Libra. Their midday is when the sun reaches Capricorn, followed by their sunset when the sun enters the zodiac of Aries. What you have seen is only a glimpse into the ancient quest of understanding the cosmos. Beyond this lie deeper theories and intricate calculations which are still waiting to be uncovered.